It was amazing. It was amazing. You know, I always wanted to do this. This is a dream of mine to compete for the country. So, you know, I was pretty excited to, you know, join up. Really, it was Kevin, you know, who I really felt comfortable being in it and accepting that invitation.
Given what happened 2 years ago to get back to this level, what does this personally mean for you?
I think this is just completing the story. Winning this gold medal is definitely completing the story of the injury, and you know, it's a personal achievement.
Is there?
Would you take it as the last chapter in this sort of redemption story for you, 2 years removed?
Yeah, certainly. You know, I almost owe myself this second chance of you know, getting the opportunity to play for the country.
How much concern did you have, or research did you do into the health concerns with everything?
I did a lot. I did a lot. But I think Team USA did a good job of keeping us safe. You know, from what I know of, we'll kind of be out of harm's way with the whole virus stuff. You know, they gave us the protocol and you know, the suggestions of what we should do, how we should travel, what we should pack. So for the most part, I feel comfortable with it.
Is there any anxiety about returning to Las Vegas of all places for training camp?
Not really. We'll be playing in a new arena, so we won't be at Thomas and Mack. So that's good. But you know, I'm not even thinking about it. Really, you know, my whole focus would be training, getting better, and you know, preparing for Rio.
What do you think about
Officials giving you any indication if the stanchions would be placed differently, or if it would be more simulated to an NBA game versus what happened 2 years ago?
Not sure, but I know, you know, they're definitely got to be one of the first things that they'll be aware of is where that basket stanchion is. So, you know, hopefully it's not close as it was the last trip down there.
Yeah, the Team USA group you get a chance to play with here. What excites you most about looking at that list?
Just the versatility, getting a chance to play with Carmelo, KD, DeAndre, Kyrie. You know, it'd be a fun group, a lot of talent, and you know, just looking forward to seeing where I can make my mark and you know, where I can be unique at.
Paul, what dynamic does Krzyzewski bring in running a group like this? What do you take away from Coach K, having a chance to work with him, working with this group?
Just how well he deals with, you know, a lot of personalities. You know, everybody is a star and the man on their team. But you put him, he kind of strips you down. You know, and you have no choice but to listen and hear what he has to say. But he definitely strips you down. He lets you know, you're going to do other things that you're not used to. You're going to do some things that you're uncomfortable with. But when you know what the common goal is, that's to win a gold medal. Nothing else matters.
Do you have to adjust to being the 7th or 8th guy every now and then? 9th or 10th maybe on some days?
Yeah, I mean, if I have to, I have to. I'm hoping it doesn't get to that point. I want to be a top 3. But, you know, really it's whatever he needs me to do.
Paul, what about dealing with last season, you know, the physical sort of ups and downs that you went through? What is this summer about for you in terms of your body and your preparation level?
I feel healthy, feel good. One of the reasons why I accepted this invitation. You know, being out, watching the finals, it definitely had a lot to do with it. But, you know, I was a little, you know, I think I pulled the trigger a little too soon by saying that I was unsure about playing. As of now, I feel really good. I've been training well. I feel great. I feel great all around the board.
A lot of players talk about when they play that first Olympics, the change in their game when they come back. Are you anticipating that the same? And what aspects of your game do you expect to see improved by playing in this setup?
I think with playing with USA, I mean, I'm so used to playing with the ball. You know, we got 5 guys out there that's going to be able to score at will. Now it's about learning how to play off the ball. I think that's where guys take that next step. It's learning how to space the floor, learning how to cut, you know, learning how to play on the boards, battle on the boards. I think just playing off the ball is where guys take that next step.
Paul, what about the guy?
Day, Paul, or a specific moment when you made the decision? I know when we last saw you at the softball event that you weren't necessarily totally sure. Was there a moment or a day that you finally made the decision?
Yeah. I got a phone call from Coach K a couple weeks ago. And I found out this is his last go around. So, you know, he's been in my corner ever since the injury. Before the injury, he was in my corner. But you know, a lot of the decision was riding on Coach K as well. It being his last go around, you know, I thought it'd be special to you know, be a part of something.
There are some fans who think that because of what happened 2 years ago, that there is that chance of it happening. I mean, do you see this as no risk at all to you, or do you take that into consideration?
It's always a risk. There's always a risk. There's a risk putting my shoes on, stepping on the field. There's always a risk, but I don't play the game looking at injuries. I play the game because I love it.
Do you see the risk as kind of worth it just because you'll be representing your country for the first time?
Yeah. I won't let that stop me from a childhood dream. I always wanted to play for the Olympics, so you know, I definitely won't let that stop me.
Paul, what about the
did in Toronto, and you kind of turned into a superstar. I mean, you've been one, but I think that was your national coming out party. Anyway, did you see it that way? What do you think about what you did there?
No, I told Coach Frank, I was ready. I put my hard hat on and I was ready. I was ready for the challenge. I was ready to put this team on my back, and I was ready to become a leader. That was the talk that me and him had, and you know, he put me in a position to be the star.
Paul, what about the guys that have turned down the invitation to play in the Olympics? What's your thoughts about that?
No, everybody has something different going on in their world. You know, a lot of guys are injured. A lot of guys had deep playoff runs. You know, a lot of guys could use that rest. Myself, I can use that, you know, extra games and you know, time to better my game.
Well, different coach, different looking roster, maybe different looking league. What is your sense of the direction this summer?
Well, I think we're just continuing on with what Coach Frank was pushing for, and that's play up tempo, play a faster style. You know, we got that in one of the quickest point guards in the league, and you know, one of the most versatile power forwards in the league. So, you know, that's the direction we're going. I feel comfortable with it.
Have you spoke to Teague since all this went down?
I haven't spoken to either one of them.
Paul, some people don't get bit by mosquitoes. I don't mean this to be a dumb question, but I don't get bit, but some people do, some people don't. How about you? Are you a bitey or not?
I am.
You are?
I guess I'm attractive to.
You calling me ugly?
Hey, you called yourself ugly.
Paul, so after your injury last year, did you ever think that the Olympics was a possibility again?
Yeah. You know, even after the injury, I talked with Coach K then, and you know, he said, "You're healthy. You have a spot on this roster." So you know, this time came back around for me. We had that talk again, and here I am.
Paul, do you feel any lingering impact of that injury, or are you completely 100% recovered from that now?
Yeah, I'm completely recovered. Athletic-wise, I feel back to myself. It's really, you know, I won't even notice it other than when I put my socks and shoes on, I glance down there and notice it. But it has no physical, you know, weaknesses or. You know, I feel full strength. My body feels amazing. My leg feels amazing.
You don't feel that titanium rod in your leg?
And mentally, Paul, when you go in for a breakaway, I mean, is that ship long since sailed, or do you still kind of remember it when you go in?
Yeah, no, I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. It was kind of a lost story now in my mind.
When they won, they said they were going to give you a gold medal. Did they? And if so, where is it?
It's in Rio. Just waiting for it.
How much did it mean to you? I mean, I know this was a long time ago, but how much did it mean, given your relationship with Coach K, that they automatically said, you know, whenever you're ready, there's a reserve spot for you with Jerry and with Coach K? How much did that mean, and how much of an influence did that have on this decision?
It meant a lot. It meant a lot. I mean, I really grew up in the USA basketball program. Been there ever since the rookie year, so it meant a lot. It meant, you know, they were committed with me. You know, same way I was committed to them.
We saw after every practice a couple of years ago, you go at it with James Harden and everything. Would you expect to do the same? Is that kind of better than anything you could be doing on your own time in the
that was the best, really the best training and workouts we had. Was battling against one another. I'm sure me and KD will get back into you know, having those competitive matchups. Looking forward to it. Both of us gained a lot from that.
When Coach K calls, I mean, you stressed it already, but like that's a special moment. You can't say no when Mike Krzyzewski calls. You can't.
Yeah, you can't turn down Coach K, you know, especially when he throws. This is my last, you know, Olympic out there. You can't tell him no after that.
When did you first meet Coach K?
First met Coach K. It was going into my second year. You know, when I was on the select team, that was my first chance of meeting and sitting down with him. And you know, he came up to talk to me, and you know, he pretty much just told me it's special. And you know, at some point you'll be playing for me.
Okay.